Hi, so are you all ready for this?
Yeah, of course.
This is the second edition of the Colavita Culinary Challenge, and we're here at the Food and Finance High School, and this is Giovanni Colavita. So tell us, Giovanni, what is going on here?
This is the second round of the Colavita Challenge. So there are 10 teams. They're gonna cook today, and of those 10, only 3 of them will get to the finals, which is gonna happen in January.
Okay, great. And what happens after the finals? What's the great prize?
So there's a scholarship and a trip to Italy. The trip to Italy, of course, is the most exciting part for the students, and will involve visiting different cities from Rome to Perugia to Molise, the region where I come from, and will involve hands-on in every single step of their trip. So they will be in the School of Chocolate, they will be in the restaurant, they will be making mozzarella, pizza, and so on.
They're busy creating all elements of their dish, but particularly focusing on the polenta as the key ingredient. So I'm really excited to see what they are whipping up, and I'm here to judge this first stage of the competition. I'm actually half Italian, and polenta was a staple ingredient in my home growing up. So, but probably never really used it in some of the ways that I've seen them use. I've had it, sort of in more traditional styles. So that's what's so interesting and fun about this, is to see how they kind of take polenta and use it in new and different ways.
We've had practices beforehand to get ready for this part of the competition, and then we also have our own recipes, including the polenta, and how we tend to use it and in our own way and creative manner for the dish, our own dish. But today it's just regular polenta, and it's whatever we could put a twist on it if we can.
Today, we saw the real technical proficiency of the students. They were making very simple polenta dishes, but it showed us their skill, it showed us their ambition, and we also got to see some recipes that they're planning on making in the future with polenta. So it was wonderful to see the enthusiasm with the students.
Can you tell me why you decided to have the Make Polenta?
So, for one thing, Giovanni Colavita comes from Molise, and they eat more polenta there than they do pasta. But also we thought it would be more creative to ask our students to work with polenta rather than pasta. That we were afraid that from their experience, a lot of them would make pasta with a red sauce, but because they don't really have not worked with polenta before, they'd be more creative. I thought it was amazing. I tasted all the dishes, and they were each exceptional and very different from one another.
I think they did great. I think for most of them it's their first time competing. Competitions is a lot of pressure. For most of them it's their first time ever actually being in front of cameras, a lot of people in the room, and them being asked questions in the middle of them trying to cook. It's very nerve-wracking. So that was really my concern. I know that they can cook. I cook with them all the time, so I know they have that down packed, but seeing them kind of deal with the pressure was really what I was looking forward to, and I think they did great.
You guys have 20 minutes left. Yes or no?
I was very impressed with what the students were able to put out in a very short period of time. For a high school student to be able to create a polenta dish in 30 minutes or less is pretty impressive. So I was looking for the students to kind of come at it in an interesting way. I was looking at it to be well seasoned, and that they had, executed it technically well, that it wasn't too firm or that it wasn't rubbery, that they kind of got a nice creamy texture.
You are last year's winners, right? How was it?
It was very intense and very nerve-wracking. We didn't know if we were going to win or not, and we kept doubting ourselves. But in the end, it all pulled through. We were able to win.
You got to go to Italy last year then. How was that?
It's not something I could put into words, but like having to see the city, Rome especially, having to go to the Vatican and seeing how different it is to New York, where it's all skyscrapers and all the lights, and then you go to Italy and it's so, the energy is different.
She said it's different, but I kind of felt like I was still in America. Yeah, I know it's weird because like a lot of people when they spoke to us, they weren't as like, I don't know. In New York we're mean. Out there they're like very nice and sweet and kind.